Okay, this deals with type 1 and type 2 errors. Let's review these real quickly as to what they are supposed to be. A type 1 error is the mistake of rejecting the null hypothesis when it's actually true. The symbol alpha is used to represent the probability. Type 2 error is the mistake of failing to reject the null hypothesis when it's actually false, and the symbol beta. All right, so type 1 deals with rejecting the null hypothesis when it's true. Type 2 is failing to reject. So first of all, if you're talking about a type 1, go with a reject. If you're talking about a type 2, go with a fail to reject. You got to figure out the rest of it from there, though. Hint for describing type 1 and type 2. Description of type 1 error and type 2 errors refer to the null hypothesis being true or false. When wording a statement representing a type 1 error or a type 2 error, be sure that the conclusion addresses the original claim, which may or may not be the null hypothesis. Okay, the proportion of people who write with their left hand is equal to 0.5. We want a type 1, so that means we need to reject the original claim. Okay. We reject the claim of the proportion of people who write with their left hand is 0.19 when the proportion is actually different from 0.19 or when the proportion is actually 0.19. What was a type 1? Rejecting it when it was really true. Okay. Type 2 is failing to reject when it's not true. Fail to reject the claim that the proportion of people who write with their left hand is 0.19 when the proportion is actually different from. Okay, you want to fail to reject it when it is different from. These can be very, very tricky.